Hello everybody, it's full review time, and today we're going to be looking at Agent Awesome, a strategy based game available on Steam. This game is a very simple based game. All you need to do is command your agent, tell them where to go and kill the enemies. It's that simple. However, you have to strategize properly to get the most points, and there is a lot of comedy value in this game. It made me giggle so many times. So without further ado, let's get into the game. I hope you enjoyed that little teaser there. That's part of the ending cutscene once you complete level 12. Speaking of level 12, this is what you're seeing here. This is the planning stage of the game. You do not have to do it this way. I just found it the best way to figure out and plan how everything's done. So I'm looking at the floor map, I'm looking at the enemies, and I'm assigning my weapons to those enemies. In other words, I'm deciding on how to kill said enemies. So I'll be using RPG, pistol, frag grenade, AK-47 and a garrote. The garrote, I'm not too sure if people know this, but a garrote is the wire what you use to strangle people with. You probably see it in a couple of action films. So once you have planned on how to do all that, you then move on to how to navigate through the map. But before we do that, I want to show you a little bit of the extras that you get in this game. Firstly, we're going to start with achievements. You have a huge list of achievements to do. All you do on the main menu, click achievements and see what you got to do to unlock them. I've still got a shed load of these to do, but there is a lot of replayability in here. Some even simple as do the worst you can on the level to get a trophy. So it's stuff like that, make you play it through and through. And now I am planning on how to navigate through this level. Now this is level 12. Very complicated compared to the rest of them. Like level 1, the map's tiny and you only have to transverse through a very small area, whereas this one you've got 5 separate locations, and navigating through these is quite difficult. Now what I'm doing here is I'm doing this on the GOD Agent, so I am going through this without looking at my map again. If you want to look at your map, all you do is press tab. Well, if you press tab as you are transversing through the game, you will lose your bonus. If you look at the right at the top, you see a star times 1. If you go to your map after you've killed an enemy, that'll get reset back to 1 and you will not be able to get the most points available to you. Also, if you do it this way, you'll get Master Strategist as well, which is another hidden points, and you get 10,000 points for a Master Strategist, and you get 10,000 points for GOD Agent. Now, another thing I wanted to show you here in the credits, right down at the bottom, is the developer's final thoughts, saying that if you enjoy this game just for 15 minutes and 1,000 people play this game, you will get 15,000 minutes of happiness from this as a developer point of view. So that's what he's trying to do here. He's trying to say, I am happy as long as somebody's enjoyed it for such a small amount of time, and if I can get this game out there I've made a lot of people happy. That's what I want to do as a developer. That to me is just brilliant. It's not showing you, he's not being greedy or anything like that. Obviously he wants to make money, but his end game is making sure people are enjoying his game, and I have to say I enjoyed this game for a lot longer than 15 minutes. And what I'm going to do as well, guys, is I'm going to release all the level videos out over the coming weeks on how to get GOD Agent on them all, and that is my end game on this game. It took some serious time and a lot of patience, but I finally figured it all out. You need good memory management so you can remember the map from when you first saw it. You need to know when to stop and speed up. When you're the agent, you can just press W to run, S to stop completely. You'll need to use them at the right timings so you don't get caught. What you're seeing here is me just going through the entire level. I'm just cutting bits and pieces out for you so you're not just bored and listening to me rabbit on for 3 or 4 minutes. Some complications like this one, you know, you need to time it perfectly. You need to wait for that enemy to turn around so then you could strangle him, kill that dog, and then we're going to move around here and we're going to blow up that strange robotic fish thing. Also, on some of the levels, you need to plant bombs as well, so you need to make sure you control your agent and make sure you pass through there. It does it automatically, but you do need to make sure you make him go the correct ways. So, as you progress through this game, you'll notice you'll unlock so many different weapons. I mean, if you want to play the game seriously, then the normal weapons that I go for are the pistol, the AK-47, frag grenades, the Garrett, and the RPG. They're to get the God Agent level, but there's all sorts of other things like a thug mask. I haven't even used that yet, so I have no idea what that does. I will probably find that out in a bit. And we are coming so close to the end here. You have to make sure that you slow down and take it easy. Be patient, wait for those enemies, but you can't be too patient because if you look in the top right, you have a timer, and as you can see, I did this with just shy of 30 seconds left. We have come to the final boss. Here she is, the cyborg version of one of the enemies that you have to fight a bit ago. She turns from a human to a zombie to a cyborg. That's the sort of crazy comedy value that you've got there, and these conversations are always funny. They're brilliant, non-serious. It just makes me laugh, guys. I really did enjoy this. I highly recommend this game. If you're up for a bit of RTS, it's really, really enjoyable. So I'm going to leave you with yet another bit of comedy from the developers. Hope you enjoyed this review, guys.
So
see you later.
Do you think you'll get a sequel?
Don't know. It's hard to make a living these days. It's a video game character unless you go free to play.
Yeah, unless you're Medal of Duty.
Maybe I'll retire from video games, or even try prostitution like Nolan North. Only time will tell.
And by time, you mean sales.
Exactly. So player, go tell your friends to go buy Agent Awesome. We need money for the sequel.
Don't forget hookers. We also need money for hookers.
I love hookers.